Hey guys, I just did a reading and I wasn't able to post the video. And this reading here is, I'm trying to extend the reading. Um, but basically, the last reading I had was I didn't get it at first, but the more I meditated on it, the more I realized what it was saying. And because I couldn't get the video up properly and I started redoing the cards. I don't have the cards in front of me right now, the original cards. But anyway, long story short, um, I always have to give my disclaimer. This message is a general message. Parts of it will resonate with you, parts of it won't. Um, Whatever doesn't resonate is clearly not your message, so please don't try to force it. But anyway, in a nutshell, at first I took this message as someone hiding some things from someone else, and someone was being stabbed in the back and there was no communication, and someone was sneaking off with pinnacles in the middle of the night, or not pinnacles, I'm sorry, cups in the middle of the night. And pinnacles were definitely involved too. um, but I really, the more I meditated on it and the more I started doing this reading, the more I realized that I think it was more of a warning. The message was more of a warning for someone who is going through, um, how do I put this? You've been weighed down because you haven't been completely honest. You've been hiding things. Regardless, I'm not here to judge your motives, okay? Your motives are your motives. No one in the whole entire world can judge your motives, right? But for some reason, you've been hiding away money. You've been hiding away little bits of things. And for whatever reason, you're not communicating with probably anyone what you're doing, what your moves are, and why you're doing them, right? Um, but through this, also I have to say this: while you're receiving spiritual growth through this, you're getting rid of things that no longer serve you. It's like all the dreams that you had, dreams that you were building up for, um, you are becoming burdened by the things you had to do in secret to achieve those dreams, right? But then a change card came up, and it's like, and there was an owl, and which owls represent wisdom, right? I think you're wising up to the fact that all of the stuff that you've been plotting and scheming was putting you in a direction that you didn't want to go. Like, you realize that's not the person that you want to be. You don't want to be the person that has to do things in secret to um, make your dreams come true, right? There are some things, yes, you don't tell people all of your dreams because you kind of have to protect your dreams from other people's negative thoughts and words and energy, right? But in this case, this is something completely different. This is something that had you so freaking weighed down, so burdened. It's like you might be even stabbing someone in the back. Like, and I think you just had an epiphany to where you're like, this is so wrong. I thought I was doing the right thing, but this is so wrong. And you're ready for a change, right? So then I started pulling these cards here, and I am getting some pretty cool things. Like, that is not the end of your story. And while you clearly have done things that you don't feel very good about, and like, you're the only judgment, your judgment is the only one that matters, right? Nobody else has a right to judge you. So, you know, if you feel like you have to come clean with the stuff you had to do or did, that's up to you or whatever. But I don't feel that is part of your story. But again, you'll know because we all have intuition. We all need to listen to it. But basically, going into it, I'm just going to I'm not going to even go over each individual card, but I can tell you that you are changing, you are growing. Um, like, there's becoming balance. Um, I know I said that wrong. You're getting balance, right? You're balancing out. I see like a yin and yang thing going on here. Um, I see you holding on to pentacles. I see um, martyrdom almost. Like, I don't know, it's like self sacrifice. And I feel like you're going to know what I'm talking about because I feel there's been some obscure things that I'm not supposed to say out loud, um, that you have to like understand on your own. Okay, so I'm just giving the message because I feel like I'm not even supposed to know all of the details, but I'm going to give you everything I got here so that you can understand what you need to do or what's actually going on with you, because I feel like you may not understand why you're feeling this way, and like you're going through a transformation right now, a very enlightened spiritual thing, and I know what that feels like. It almost feels like, and it's actually a death to old way of thinking and awakening to things that would never have entered your mind before, but there are things that you weren't ready to even receive, let alone understand, okay? I know this is making sense to somebody or somebodies. Anyway, so here I'm showing you're no longer standing here with an aggressive stance. There may be, you may have to put up a wall, but I feel like it's just a protective barrier. Your health has been affected, and so in some way this transformation, while it may feel like it's still affecting your health, I think ultimately you're going to be in a better place spiritually and physically, health wise, spirit health wise and physical health wise. You got the World card and you got the Chariot card. You are definitely moving in a good direction of having a more fulfilled life, a really good life too, an abundant life. Um, I see. I get this feeling of giving less to other people, and I'm not saying in a stingy way. I'm saying the things that you were giving away before, you were giving the wrong things to the wrong people, and I think that's what made you start doing things in secret. So you're no longer doing that, right? I feel like like this contract you've had with yourself is coming to an end because you are tired of just all of the like all the things you've had to do in the dark, and you've done them out of, I want to say self-preservation, but I feel like in a way you think it's self-preservation, but, or I'm sorry, you think it's preservation for other people, like maybe family members, your offspring. I'm not sure, but if you're being real with yourself, it was strictly self-preservation. You might have said, "Oh, it's for the kids," or "Oh, it's for this person," but you're realizing they had nothing to do with it because you would have done this without them, if that makes sense. But anyway, I figured I would go ahead and grab some oracle cards here. And I just want some clarification on oh wow, looky here. Originality, blaze your own trail. Yeah. You, oh, oh my gosh, and look at the beautiful smile on her face. you are definitely growing and maturing. You are definitely ready to do the opposite, almost the opposite of what you thought you wanted to do in life. You are definitely turning things around. I almost feel another yin yang type vibe in this card, okay? So yeah, I feel like you're on a whole new path and you're definitely being enlightened. You're going through a transformation just like I did, and I'm still going through it, and it's fucking painful. Pardon the French, but it is. It's painful. Awakenings are painful. All the things that you thought you knew, things you thought you believed in, are just, whew, it's like they're no longer serving. And I don't know. I don't want to get too deep, but anyway, what you're going through, I have been in the process of going through. So if you ever need support, I'm here. So I would like to see something in these oracle cards, either advice or just some type of peace giving. Yeah. So you got nature. Okay. I need to look at this card a little longer before I get this message. This card sometimes confuses me. So I feel like she's feeling herself, and she feels more like she's in nature, right? When I get nature based cards, especially when you're going through stuff like this, I feel like they're just telling you to be out in nature more. Grounding is important. It's getting a little too cold for barefooted grounding, but grounding is so important. Excuse me. Go on a hike, walk outside more. I don't know, like buy plants if you're not an outdoors type person, but definitely nature. And what you're going through is a natural thing. It's not for everyone. Not everyone goes through these types of awakenings. Not in this lifetime anyway. Not in this carnation, if you will. So I think you're blessed for going through this type of transformation. Anyway, I just feel like we need another card for this. Some type of advice. Maybe, yeah. We need something lighthearted. We're going with the mystical wisdom. What advice do you have for Mr. or Mr. or Miss Awakening here? Money. Find a way to abundance. Oh, and you know what? Oh, music keeps coming up for me, and I keep seeing owls in your reading. Music for me, owls for you. I don't know. Music could be for you too, but I just keep seeing music for me everywhere. But I have a feeling that your income is being affected by your awakening. Look, you could be doing something with pets, with animals, I should say. Butterflies, transformation. Look, there's nature. There's your nature card again. There is a man and like, it almost looks like a relationship right here. Maybe a partnership. Yeah. Oh, and look, a shooting star. So, how you make your money. And the money, it says money, but it says find a way to abundance. Abundance isn't just about money either. So, with I think it's just telling you with this, it's definitely affecting your your career or your job, but it's telling you you need to find a way to abundance. But also, I'm hearing, abundance isn't just about money. So I feel like this card is less about money and more about abundance. Um, I think that's part of your path is learning what abundance actually means to you. So, oh, and for those who do have children, this was on the bottom. It says, children, know that your children are protected. So, no matter what you're going through right now, your children are being protected because what you're going through is a divine event, and the divine is not going to allow your children to suffer. That's if you have children. Not going to allow your children to suffer, or like they're just being protected while you're going through this because you may not be able to give them all of the attention you think they need right now because what you're going through is really weighing your mind down. It's taking up a lot of your energy as well. And you are grieving the loss of some things, but you are definitely going to be celebrating your new life once you get to the other side of it. Awakenings they don't just happen overnight, and they don't just, it's a process. And I've been going through it for a little over a year now. So, and I'm not all the way there yet. So, but everyone's process and everyone's like awakenings, they go at different paces. So don't feel like you have to be so far at a certain time. Like your whole life leading up to this point has taken a long time. So, I mean, for some of us, longer than others. But, things don't happen overnight. They do happen typically in divine timing, though. So, anyway, I hope this helps. If you have any questions or need further, like confirmation or further counsel or anything, I am here for you. You can comment below, you can message. If you have my number, you can text or call me. Um, but anyway, I think that's all I have. Um, I just really needed a lot of clarifying because this was a lot, and it just a light bulb went off. I said, "Hey, I kind of recognize this." So, congratulations on your awakening, and don't be too hard on yourself.